Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the June 22nd edition of the Monday Night Jams. Tonight, I have brought back a veteran of the show now. I guess he's been on 3 times. This will be his third time on here with me. But finally, after starting all this during COVID-19, I actually have the option to sit down with an artist and talk about an album that they released. It's something that we've been looking forward to here at Ripple Effects and on the Monday Night Jams. The whole premise of this show is to talk about music and everything, and we've talked about every avenue of music that we could. But I'm so excited to come back tonight and bring back a former guest to talk about their new EP that they just released this past weekend, as well as their feature music video for a cover that they did on it, featuring a very star-studded cast of not only Andre Pettipas and the Giants, but another local musician from Cape Breton, which we'll discuss later on in the show. So without further ado, let me bring back to the show for the third time. Third? Yeah, I believe third or fourth. I can't remember. We'll have to figure that out in a minute. But let's bring him back to the show. Mr. Andre Pettipas.
How goes it, brother?
Hey, man.
It's I think it's third time.
Third, yeah. You did the hip.
Yeah, and then we
Your
did
original show, and then this.
Yeah, third time's a charm, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, we'll figure it out.
Definitely.
How's
the day going?
You know what? It was nice today. I like these days where it's warm in the day, cool in the evening. I'm cool with that. I'm not a fan of like the hot all night kind of thing.
Me, same thing. I don't even like the heat on a good day because it just drains you, man.
Yeah. I was outside the last day that we had there, and I was just standing out on the deck, and the kids were in the pool, and I was just standing there like just standing there, and I could just feel like the life being sucked out of me.
Right out of you. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I need a freezy and a cold beverage of something. So I drank a beer and ate a freezy at the same time.
I like that combo. What kind of beer was it? What kind of freezy was it?
It was a Budweiser because it was the only thing in the fridge. I'm not normally a Budweiser guy. I'm an Olin's guy, but the Bud was in the fridge and it was cold.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a blue raspberry freezy.
Dope.
Yeah. They didn't exactly compliment one another, but at that point I really didn't care. Like
no.
there was no option of really caring at that point. It was just too hot, and I downed them and then jumped in the pool.
Yeah, I was in Lake Ainsley earlier today. I had a couple casuals there, went kayaking, and then we went to Inverness and went to Route 19. Had an amazing halloumi burger with fries, and then I had the passion fruit sour.
Sweet.
Oh man, so good. And then bought a growler to take home, and now
that's the perks of going to those places like Route 19 and Breton Brewing. Is that you can take your beer home with you?
Exactly. And like tomorrow, now we got rehearsal again, and we've got a full band show coming July 11th, which is like, yes, been waiting 4 months for this.
Yeah. So I seen your little flyer out today that there's some live Andre Pettipas. I made the plans today. I'm going to attend the Dundee show.
Yeah.
I'm going to make the drive up. It's not too far, but it's still a little bit of a distance, but it's totally worth it just to get out of the town for a night and
see something different.
See live music. I like that. To smell the sweat and the to drink the cold beer right there on spot, the overpriced alcohol. I can't wait.
That's it, man. It's like, and I haven't had a drink at Dundee for over a year and a half, so I'm back on the hooch. But I'll have one when I'm playing. I don't really drink when I'm playing, so I'll have one probably halfway through the set. Yeah. And then afterwards, I think I'm staying down, so I'll be having a couple midweek drinks to celebrate the summer and celebrate being back for live music.
Yeah, celebrate July.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll
find a way to celebrate anything, really.
Yeah, we survived the last 3 months, so let's just celebrate whatever we get now.
That's it, man.
Yeah. Hopefully you have more success than the last time I was in Dundee. I was telling you today, I DJ'd a wedding up there on the hill outside. It was a rocker of a wedding. Their father's band played in the clubhouse before we even started doing anything for the night.
Yeah.
So they went down there and drank to their father's band. And then they came up on the hill to our tent. And I was only supposed to play till 1. And the bride came up and asked, and she's like, "What time do you play?" And I'm like, "Till 1." She's like, "How much to keep you going?"
Yeah, of course.
And I was like, "Here's our rate." And she's like, "I'll be right back." And her mom came up not 2 minutes later and was like,
"Here's the money."
play another hour.
Yeah.
So this was at 20-1. So 1/4 to 1, I'm like, what is that red light out at the back of the tent? And I can't, like, I can see this bright red light, and I'm like, I can't figure out what it is. It wasn't there all night, and I'm looking. And then the bartender starts coming up towards me, and I figure he's coming up to say, like, last call or anything, right?
Mhm.
He's like, oh, we have a problem. I said, what, you got a booze? He's like, no, the RCMP are here. And I went, okay, so how's that a problem? He said, well, they've gotten a noise complaint from 6.5 kilometers down the road, and they've asked that you turn it down. And I went, yeah, whatever. So I did. So I didn't, and I kept playing. I played 2 more songs, and then next thing you know, the Mountie starts walking through the wedding reception.
Oh, ruins the party.
And he comes up and he says, you have 2 options. You can either turn it down or you can
Yeah.
turn it off. And I'm like, all right, cool. We'll turn it down then, man. I'm like, but is it really 6.5 kilometers away? And he's like, yes. I'm
What?
not even joking. I'm like, cool. It was a nice, calm summer's night. So that water was
Everything
coming,
just
the sound was
yes.
coming off the hill and just carrying down the lake. I was like, yeah.
I was hoping you were gonna say I'd put on some Little John and did turn down for what?
You know what? I can't even remember what we were in, but it was one of those wedding receptions that was just off the hook right from the get go.
You knew it was gonna be a long night.
Yeah, and it was one of those days where it was like 38 degrees. You're just like you're in a vinyl tent outside dying. I brought 2 fans with me and had them blowing on me either sides.
Yeah.
Just
So, the heat just gets to me, man.
yeah.
But I'm actually excited for a couple outdoor shows because like it's a lot better than playing inside. But the weird thing is, starting shows by like 7 and ending at 10. Like that's gonna be the thing. It's kind of cool. It's like I usually don't go on stage till 11 or 10 or 11. So to be finished and be home at a decent hour, I kind of hope
that's kind of a new thing that you're starting to see too. Like a lot of artists are trying to push for that earlier show to get a different audience.
Well, that's it. And it's like it'd be better for people an experience to go see the show because you won't be so plastered, for one. For two, everyone gets to perform at their best. You're not tired, you're not waiting around the whole day. You start the day a little earlier, end it earlier, and it's like it'd be nice to be the kind of new way to do things for venues.
And most of the people aren't shit faced and screaming loud.
Yeah, exactly.
Show, right? Yeah. If you're there that early, you're probably there to listen to tunes.
Yeah.
And start your night.
That's one of the worst things. You're at a live show and then somebody's just talking to you the whole time. Like, dude, I came to listen to the band. Let's talk afterwards or text me or something. We can catch up over a beer. Just let's listen to what's going on stage for a bit.
Absolutely. I was talking to Mike Fagan there last week and saying that in Ontario, they've like outlawed live music because it's not that they have a problem with the music. It's a problem that they have putting people in close proximity to one another, because when music is loud, you are loud, and then you begin
everyone's
to
over. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And then you're spreading your bodily fluids and you're spreading your infection and your COVID and blah, 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 blah. So they've like, no, you can have your bars open, but you can't have live music.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, it makes sense. But I think if people just got to understand to follow the rules a little better, and then we can have the music back. We can go on, and I think it'll be a better thing for everybody.
Yeah.
There's no music on patios yet in Ontario. Like I was in Inverness today, and like they're ready to have music on the patio there. It's like wicked. We went 13 days with no cases, and to have some live music starting up again. Everybody just behave. Let's do this right, and let's get back to some kind of normalcy.
I know Brian Cathcart played at Portside here in Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
On the weekend, he was kind of the first performer to get back outdoor venue on a patio, but he was there. You know, they did a great job socially distancing everybody out on the tables and the patios and that, and he got up and got to play live. So it's slowly starting to come back. I just hope people don't take advantage of it and put us back to where we already were.
No, that's it, man. Like we're gonna get a second wave apparently, and you just gotta probably do the same thing again. But I mean, you can't put yourself in a bubble while things are going well. It's like it's gonna happen regardless. Just be a little cautious of it. Like if it happens, whatever, we'll go back to doing what we had to do for the last 3 months.
Yeah, and God knows if we end up with a second wave, that we might end up with a second COVID Cuts album.
Exactly, man.
Hey, because that's what we're here for tonight. That was the reason for bringing you back on. I was so excited that I was like, oh my god, finally an album! Like there's a album release that we could talk about the album, and you were like, yeah, I'll just play the whole thing acoustic. And I'm like, all right, I can't argue with that idea.
Yeah, well, it's like this was like a total last minute thing. It's like, why don't we just remake some songs that we have a second chance at making songs that we already released and wanted to change them or already changed them live, and we just wanted to do something different with them, and it turned out pretty cool. It was like everything was recorded at our own homes. I mixed everything in this little room.
Yeah.
I spent like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours listening, bashing my head off the walls, saying, what's that little annoying sound in the song? Oh yeah, that's your voice. No.
Yeah,
but,
exactly. But I mean, you released it. I was cutting my grass. I was talking to you about it while I was doing this. I had a huge yard. So I was on the ride-on mower and I just threw in the in-ears and jacked them like way up. And I listened to the whole album 6 times while I cut the grass.
That's amazing.
But it was perfect. Like it was really good. I was super impressed, especially like you said, it was recorded at home.
Yeah.
It's a live project, and these were all at your own areas.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
brought Ashley McIsaac in on a track.
Mm-hmm.
And
we had a couple guests. Like we had Ashley, we had our friend Leith Fleming Smith. He played synth and vocoder on fiddle on Answers.
There we go.
We had Ashlyn Baird. She played the tenor drum. That's actually Marcus's girlfriend, our drummer's girlfriend. It's her birthday today, so we're gonna say happy birthday to Ashlyn.
Happy birthday, Ashlyn.
She played, and we had my high school music teacher played pedal steel on Blessing in Disguise. So it was kind of like a little reunion. It's like, what are we gonna do with these songs? I've always heard pedal steel on that song. We've always liked the song, but it didn't really fit our high energy level of performing. But we're like, okay, this is a song that kind of started the band. Why don't we put it out in this way? And it was really fun to just reimagine the tunes.
Yeah. And like I said, I listened to it top to bottom over and over again. And then I gave it the real music test. I got in the car. I had to go for a long drive the other night. So I had to go for a 45-minute drive over and a 45-minute drive back by myself.
Yeah.
Of course, volume up, windows down, and just screamed it loud.
It's awesome, man.
And I love doing that because you really hear everything.
You feel it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
man.
right. So does the gas pedal. Thankfully, the Mounties didn't feel that one. Or those traffic cops in Sydney. I know there's one watching right now. Yeah, he's a converted big fan of yours. I'm going to shout out to my buddy Brian Barkhouse right now. He was so excited when I sent him the ad the other day. I was like, look who's coming on. He's like, oh my god. And I put tomorrow by accident on Saturday, and he's like, tomorrow's Sunday, don't get me excited. I'm like, okay, I will fix that. I'm sorry.
Well, that was like when you messaged me Saturday. You're like, you have to think tomorrow. I'm like, isn't it Sunday? I don't know.
Like, I don't know what day of the week it is half the time now. So
I feel you, man.
But yeah, no. So like I said, you guys all sat down as a band and said, let's reimagine these tunes.
Yeah.
Let's go at them. And I, personally, from listening to all the albums already, they did change a lot.
Yeah.
Same lyrics, same everything, but I do like the different styles, and we'll talk about them kind of track by track as we go.
Yeah, sweet, man.
But I think maybe since we've been
chatting a bit,
maybe we'll you're gonna go track by track in order.
Yeah, we might as well do it like that and kind of progress the way that we released, I guess.
Absolutely. Cool. So all this laughter.
How's that sound? Levels?
Sounds good to me. Folks out there, how's that sound? Andre, sounding good for you?
Sounding all right. We're going to give it a shot then.
All right. So all this laughter, number one track on the COVID Cuts. This is Andre Pettipas of Andre Pettipas and the Giant. I will throw up the album download link, so it directs you to Spotify, iTunes, Google Music, Apple Music. Everything you got to do to get your hands on this album will be in the comments right now. Andre, take her away, man.
Floating up on cloud nine, feeling like you're 6 feet in the ground. Keep on practicing what you preach. Never fear change, embrace it, and don't look back. All this laughter turns to pain in the dream. And the dreams we share are so far away. Got my body paralyzed. With those eyes I am so hypnotized. We'll throw heckles, we're gonna jive as I do my best Jekyll and hide my true portrait. And all this laughter turns to pain in the dreams. And the dreams we share are so far away. Now this laughter turns to pain in the dreams. In the dreams we share are so far away.
That's a good one, man. I love that's got the power right out of the gate.
Thanks, man.
That fire away. You can feel it coming right from your toes when you let that go, and there's no holding it back. It's not a build up. It's right from the beginning, right to the end. You get the power coming through.
I actually wrote that original lick, that original line back in probably 2012.
Wow.
It was like that's been around for so long, and it was probably like 6 years ago where I actually started sitting down to write that song, and the lyrics totally changed, but we had it together pretty quickly. Like my old band, The Odd Bit, had a version of that song, and then we worked it in with the Giants. We finally finished it, and then a couple of years later, after Stay Gold, we kept working on it live and finally got it to where we think it should sound.
Yeah, no, it's a great riff, and it's one of those things that you come up with, and it's all right. We'll throw that in the back pocket, and we'll see where that eventually comes out.
Definitely, man.
And it worked. It came out perfect with that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for the comments. Nice to have some good feedback.
Yeah, you got Kelly DeVoe out there. He's loving that song. Happy birthday to Kelly as well. Kelly is Dylan DeVoe's dad and singer with Jesus Murphy.
Kelly, happy birthday, man.
Yeah. Would you believe Kelly DeVoe is 60 years old?
Don't look it.
Don't look it.
That's
only as old as what you feel, hey, Kelly.
I think that's the power of music, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, really, if he's like Jagger, what's he? 80?
1,000.
The guy looks and feels like he's probably 20. So it's like if you keep that youth in you, you can go forever.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, Dylan posted that it was his birthday the other day and his 60th birthday. And I was like, wait, what?
That's amazing, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't feel 60. So that's exactly it. The power of music keeping you young.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I wouldn't peg him for 60. No. Then you got Amanda Ayers out there. She's scrolling through, and then she's seen Andre was on tonight, and she just had to stop scrolling because she loves your voice.
Well, thank you very much, Amanda.
And I love Amanda because she is the manager at Kenny's, and she makes me delicious
Ooh, nice.
turnovers. Yes.
And Sheena, we were having drinks with Sheena today down in Inverness. And John, we're gonna see you on Canada Day. I'm up there playing the Nook and Cranny, the new patio they have. So I'm excited for that.
Cool. And then of course we have Kirsten Confiant on there. She's super excited to hear these, and I'm a
stripped down fashion.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous of Kirsten. She was on this. She sent me this link on Facebook for this group of. It's basically a online auction where there's only 100 people and you have to buy into the spots, and it's for vinyl.
Oh, cool.
And for like $15, she won the entire hip vinyl collection.
What?
Yeah.
So she bought 15 spots kind of thing?
Yeah, like 15. I think it was like 15 or $30, and she got the entire, and it came in the mail today. So I know.
So you're going to borrow them?
No. I'll listen. I'll just go buy them, or I'll keep an eye on it. They had a Pearl Jam one on there the other day, and I was like,
yeah, that's sick as hell, man.
Yeah, and I'll have to send you. It's a dangerous place to be because you're like,
That's it. It's like just the internet is so dangerous, especially now. You're just like, oh yeah, I have my PayPal hooked to everything.
Yeah,
I don't even have to write in my numbers.
How many hilarious things have we come across?
Oh,
we shared back and forth. T-shirts, that Macho Man Randy Travis shirt.
Yeah. Oh, that is one of the best shirts going. You're rocking a new shirt tonight?
I am. This was I waited 15 minutes in line to walk through Winners, where there was absolutely barely anything in Winners for sale. And then I came across this and I was like, oh, that shirt is beautiful. That and a pair of low cut red Chucks, but they're not fabric. They're more like a Gore-Tex kind of material. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. So I had to scoop those up. That was
what was the total price? What'd you walk out with?
This was like $20, and the shoes were 30.
Yeah, that's a deal and a half.
Oh yeah, that was a score. And then Boathouse had some sales on too, so I had to score some cool tank tops and stuff down there.
Man, I've got like probably 110 black sleeveless shirts here. That's pretty well what I wear. It's like, okay, you don't see all my stains from my food on the black t-shirts.
Yeah, I'm not a white shirt kind of guy.
No, I have like maybe 5. Like, I'd like to say that I can wear them, but I'm like, man, I'm way too on the go. Like, I like to drive and eat because it's efficient. I'm kind of doing a million things at once, usually all the time. So it's like, okay, well, shit, I spilled some mustard on me. That'll go away quickly on a black sleeveless t-shirt. Or I can wipe my arm with my face, you know?
Yeah, so you're with me. I totally agree with you.
Yeah, I'm that guy that has the Chef Boyardee stains around the side of my mouth.
Yeah.
Because I'm a messy eater, because I like to eat really quick.
Wet naps at all times.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, Ellie. This shirt is styling. I you know what? The more I look at it, the more I realize that it's not the same pattern. It is it's got bottles of malt liquor and cassette tapes and cannabis leaves and ghetto blasters, like the original cool style. Sega Genesis is on there. Black bandanas, Converse, like there is an actual pair of Chuck Taylors on here.
Yeah, that's amazing. Sean, have you ever seen my tattoo? I've got a boombox right on my inside of my bicep.
Deadly.
So you can put it over your head, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I seen that shirt, I was like, shirt envy is high up there.
Yeah, it's all we all love your funky shirts at work. See, they know me at Kenny's. I don't even have to call. Like, I just call Kenny's now, and I'm like, "Hey," and I put my order in, and then I hang up. They don't ask a name, a phone number, or nothing. Just see you soon. Yeah, see you soon. Okay, cool.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, perks of living in a small town, I guess.
And when you leave, you say thanks. It's been a slice.
Well, it says it on the door.
Does it really?
Yeah, it says that on the door at Kenny's.
Oh, that's even cooler.
Geniuses.
I've only ever ordered to the hotel, getting pizza there, because we stayed at I was in Sydney for probably half a year, living there. In 2017 I was working on a project in Donkin, so we stayed downtown Sydney for half a year, and probably every second night would order some pizza, and so I'd just get it delivered. But now I'm gonna have to go check it out just to see that.
Oh, the North Sydney Kenny's.
Yeah,
North Sydney. If you're gonna be in, you got to go to see the girls at the North Sydney Kenny's. That's the only place to be.
Deal. I gotta start looking on booking a show down in Sydney now that we can open things back up. Maybe we'll discuss that, Sean, and we can figure something out.
That'd be cool. I'd be cool with that.
A Monday Night Jams live.
Oh, I've already discussed that with Mr. Barkhouse on there, that I'm slowly working on something with someone here in North Sydney at a cool little venue that we might be able to squeeze something in and do some live shows. A Monday Night Jam live from location where me and you can sit 6 feet apart.
Dope.
Not on the opposite side of the island.
We might even be able to not have to social distance soon. We have 0 active cases in Nova Scotia, everybody.
Yes, good job, people.
Yeah.
Like we said earlier, don't ruin it.
No, exactly. Keep as if everybody's still sick and weird and stuff, but like I'm probably not going to infect you. But yeah, let's just keep up the good work.
Yeah, I did the I did the music. I DJ'd for the Riverview High School Grand March last night.
Nice. I've got to do one next week.
They did it at the Mayflower Mall parking lot,
and
it started at the Bay, and it went all the way to the entrance down by Winners, coming off Grand Lake Road.
Wicked.
And it was one car, a space, one car, the width, and the whole way down. And the grads had to walk zigzag the whole parking lot.
Was it hot as a bastard? Or?
No, it was like 12 degrees.
Okay, perfect.
I felt bad for the girls wearing the little dresses and that. They were frozen.
Yeah, okay.
But they were hard on the social distancing. There was fire services there providing escorts and making sure the people, there was cops on pedal bikes, there was cops on motorcycles, there was cops on foot patrol, and like
yeah,
like
yeah guys, anyway. Don't get so close.
Please. Yeah, you can't walk together, you can't be here. Like there was hard on it, man.
Yeah, well, it's like they're following the rules. I'm just glad that the grads are able to actually get something, because I mean, for me, grad year wasn't great, but I mean, I'm glad that I had it.
Yeah, and
I'm glad I got to see my friends and leave.
Right? Like you worked 18 years to get to this point.
Yeah,
it's your first big milestone in life to like be successful about something you work so hard for, and they get nothing. So I'm glad that Riverview did do it. It wasn't the school itself; they weren't allowed, but it was a group of parents that kind of came together and put the whole thing together, organized videography and photography and escorts, and like they did the whole 9 yards. Tomorrow night I'm doing security with the North Sydney Fire Department at the Memorial one. Like they're starting to bang out. Like it's starting to happen. So it is good that they are getting out there to be able to do something.
No, definitely. That's amazing.
Yeah. They are getting some answers finally.
Beautiful segue. Beautiful segue.
Yeah. So Answers is the second COVID cut.
Yeah. It was the first song that I wrote for the project that turned out to be Andre Pettipas and the Giants. So it was I think it would have been 2015. I came home from working in Alberta. I was coming home for Christmas, going to my parents' house, and I first night I was home, I was in the airport and I smelled this like poison mint. So I just thought, I was like, okay, maybe it's just a weird smell in the airport. I get home, I go to bed, I'm freezing, absolutely freezing. So I had a pink night what the hell is it? Not a nightgown, a friggin' bathrobe of my mom's on to bed because I was that cold. I woke up in the hospital. So I had 2 seizures. I had a brain virus called encephalitis. So I spent that Christmas in the hospital. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't know if I was going to make it out alive or what. And all during this time, I was dealing with assault charges on a cop. I just got out of a 7-year relationship. So everything was kind of like falling apart. And I was like, okay, life, what are you doing to me?
Yeah.
So like at the end of it, I realized, okay, this was probably the best thing that could have happened to me, set me on my way, set me straight on my way. And I regained my focus and purpose in life. It's like, okay, you got to hit a wall in order to see what the purpose in life is. I smartened up. I took life by my own hands and rather than everybody else's. So it was something that it was good to get over with in my early 20s rather than not being here anymore, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. It's you got to hit the bottom before you can start climbing back up.
Exactly, man.
That's the way it goes. Or what is it Batman says? The night's darkest before the dawn.
Oh yes, we were talking about we talked about that Well, the first time we were chatting, I think we talked about the Batman line.
Yeah. So
this version,
this version, it has the album's name within the lyrics.
Yeah.
Stay gold. I loved this version more than the original version. And
me too.
I love that it has the quick pickup.
Mhm.
It kind of gives it more of a folky style at the
Yeah.
beginning. But my favorite, and I said to you when we were talking the other day, was I love the snap snare.
Yeah, the drum line.
Yeah, the drum line. Like it sounds like a full on drum line coming at you. Unfortunately, we won't hear it in this version.
Yeah.
But the link is in the comments right now for everybody to click and go to Spotify and download it to your playlists and download the album and all that. Support these guys because it's well worth listening to. Go and listen to the original, then listen to this. Give them double streams because it's worth it. But the remake of this version, I'm a big fan of, and it comes a lot down to the drums. The drums make a huge difference in this song.
Definitely, man. So we're gonna give it a whirl acoustic. And
give it a whirl acoustic.
This is probably one of my favorite songs to play that I've written over the years. So it's there's a little bit of emotion. I bring myself back to those times, and like when I'm performing, I listen to my lyrics, replay them in my head, so I bring myself to that point. So the emotion's there.
Yeah.
So if you guys kind of lose me, if you see me kind of off in my own little world, it's because I am.
That's okay. We're not afraid of that. We're not afraid of that at all. But if you are tuned in and you are enjoying Andre, give us a share. Click the share button. Share this on your wall. Make sure other people hear his amazing talent and voice and everything, like Amanda said, when she stops scrolling. Give us a click. Give us a share. That way more people see what's going on here right now. And I've already shared it around a little bit myself. But, hey, the more shares, the better. But other than that, let's hear some answers.
Cool. Second time around, so much has changed. Read the skeleton, fight to stay. A fearless gesture led by grace. That look you gave, things are okay. And who cares what they're gonna say? Scattered birds are worth nothing in weight. And who knows what we're gonna do? And all I wanna do is stay gold with you. Paint my name with slander, let it dry on by itself. This fucked up life never gives you answers you need. When all you feel and all you know seems to disappear. This fucked up life gets better the more you grieve. This wicked sin comes as a pair. Happiness always finds despair. This road was old but set in stone. Walked endless miles and sent back home. And who cares what they're gonna say? Scattered words are worth nothing in weight. And who knows what we're gonna do? And all I wanna do is stay gold with you. Paint my name with slander, let it dry on by itself. This fucked up life never gives you answers you need. When all you feel and all you know seems to disappear. This fucked up life gets better the more you grieve. And I look into the coffin, see my face looking back. And I look into her eyes and see my soul lives back. And I look into the coffin, see my face looking back. So listen to the sound of your voice. And I look into the coffin, see my face looking back. And I look into her eyes and see my soul lives back. And I look into the coffin, see my face looking back. As I listen to the sound of your answers. So paint my name with slander, let it dry on by itself. This fucked up life never gives you answers in it. All you feel and all you know seems to disappear. This fucked up life gets better the more you grieve. It gets better. It gets better. It gets better. Oh yeah. It gets better the more you breathe.
My favorite part of that track, though, other than what I said, the drum, is I have my Spotify set so that it just automatically loops.
I love it.
So at the end of that, when you get it gets better.
Yes.
Yeah, it fades perfectly, and the way my Spotify set that your last better stops when your first lyric starts in the next tune.
That's perfect, man.
So it's like, yeah, it's like just such a smooth. I love
that's
echo.
the production part of it. It's like that's the stuff that we took the time this time around. It's like, okay, what can we do to make the song better? It's okay. Those little things, like I'm glad you're picking up on all these things because these are the things that we took time in, and it's like hopefully people notice these little nuances. And during that big end part, it gets better. There's also another part that goes, ooh.
Yep.
So I like tracked my vocal 10 times, doing it in different places in the room to get like a kind of chorus effect with
the reverb and the echoes through.
There was 50 tracks to mix in that song Answers. So it was a task, but it was really fun. And it's a song that, like, it means a lot to me. So to have all these different new parts, and like I said, for you to notice all that stuff, it's really cool to have an outsider's look at it and to see that kind of made a little difference.
Yeah, I'm big on the production. I love listening to the production. I love hearing, like, there are certain producers, have a certain style, and then all of a sudden they work on another project and just blow you out of the water. Jamie Folds, for example, when he did Pretty Archie's last album, and You Better Run, that the last part, like, they're done their song and then it stops and then it's just like gush, like it's got that echo to it and you're going, damn. Like,
that's Jamie's work.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Like, having a producer or having that mind of a producer is like, it just adds so much to the song. Like, for myself, I've got a producer's mind, and that's because I'm constantly listening to music. And it's like, I've got such a wide variety in flavor and tastes. So it's like, take a little from this, take a little from this artist. What sounds cool? And it's probably one of the funnest things to do.
Yeah, and you have a clap track at the end of
Richelieu.
Yeah, right. Which I love. I'm just like, oh, cool. This came out of nowhere. Like, laugh along.
That's
cool. That adds to a live performance too. So, like, you can bring that in.
Yeah, because that's like, we do that live. Am I feeding back in your ears?
Not one bit.
Okay, cool.
You're probably hearing my delicious Nova Scotia Spirits Blue Lobster can.
Oh, they're so good. I had 2 or 3 of them on Saturday, along with like 5 or 6 quarts of sourpuss and vodka and whiskey and a little bit too much to drink. We celebrated a friend's birthday and another friend's graduation from NSCC, so had 8 people here and we drank for about 50.
Hey, that's okay.
When in Rome, eh?
When in Cape Breton.
Yeah, exactly.
When in Cape Breton, why not? Oh, look, it's sunny out. Let's drink our faces off.
That's it. There's always an excuse to have a drink.
Yeah. No, I've just come across these Blue Lobsters. I'm not really a sweet kind of drink. I like my whiskey and I like my beer, but I will,
you'll come back to it.
I like the Dusty Boots root beer, so I picked up the Hires root beer to have that. And then some Breton brews, I got those. And then I came across these and I was like, why not?
Yeah, they're good, man.
Yeah, so we got into these, and now I'm like, damn.
Have
Maybe-
you tried the Big Spruce raspberry sour?
Yes.
Oh, I had that today. Unreal. I'm a
There's a new
big sour
cider
fan.
shop in Sydney too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Island Folk. Yeah, Island Folk.
sweet.
1 second, I got to double check that. They just opened a brand new cider spot right in downtown Sydney. Brewery,
Okay.
like everything.
I'm a huge cider fan.
Island Folk Cider House. I was correct.
So are they open for visitors now, or
They are open for merch and takeout.
Sweet.
They have some pretty cool branding on their. I don't know if you can. 1 second. I don't know if you can really see.
Oh, dig it.
That's
Yeah,
their,
that's cool, man.
That's their 3-can logos that they have.
Love it.
Yeah, they have
So great graphics with their wicked taste in cider.
yeah. So you can get cider in downtown Sydney now.
See, there's not enough cider places, and like there's a lot of craft beer places, but I'm seeing a lot of new cider places pop up. Like, who doesn't like a nice apple juice but get a buzz off it?
Oh, listen, when I lived in Inverness, we would all go out and the boys would be drinking Son of Hector, which was like almost $9 a glass at the public house, right?
Of course it was.
Oh, they were drinking that, and then they'd be like drinking rum and coke and stuff, which was again like $8 a glass. And I'd be sitting there drinking my cider, my Sid cider. Like they had blueberry and they had apple, and I'd just be like drinking it away. And they're like, "Oh, you're drinking cider, are you?" I'm like, "Yeah,
it's more percentage than what you get, bud."
Yeah, it's $6.50 a glass, and I'm gonna be shit faced off $25 tonight.
That's it. There, J. Hauser. I prefer my Dickens cider.
Well, yeah.
We were at a venue in Calgary playing a few years back, and it was actually called Dickens. I was like, "Do people like your cider?" Because I prefer my Dickens cider, and of course, the bartender.
I've seen the commercial for that, and I thought it was a spoof, and then I googled it, and I was like, "Wow."
There's an actual commercial for it now?
Yes, there is. It's on YouTube.
I love it.
And it's like an older dude talking about how he loves his Dickens cider.
Oh man, see, that's not a good image.
It's the company name, people. We are not crossing lines.
We're not crossing lines, even though I am wearing a fucking Hooters shirt.
That's okay. Everybody's been to Hooters.
It's my favorite black sleeveless shirt. No, it was just the one I had on today.
Yeah. That won't happen.
I was repping Las Vegas today wholeheartedly. I had a hat on from Hogs and Heifers, which is probably one of my most favorite places I've ever been. It's like a Coyote Ugly style bar, and it was just, we were there like 12 in the afternoon, and I walked in, had my leather jacket on, and they're like, "You get the fuck over here, you're our kind of people." I'm like, "What do you mean, man?" They're like, "Here," passes me a beer free of charge. I'm like, right on. And then we were there for like 2 hours right before we went to the Tim Burton Museum. And we told our friends to go check it out. So when we got back from the museum, they were still there partying with these other people they met from the States. So we got back and drank there for probably like 3 hours. And if anybody goes to Vegas, go to Old Vegas and check out Hogs and Heifers.
Hogs and Heifers.
It's like, you just feel like you're going back in time a little bit, and everybody's just there for a good time. There's no like, I don't know, there's no judging. It's just come in, have a good time, drink like an old school saloon.
The best kind.
Yeah, there's bras everywhere.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. It's fun, man.
That's like Steven Tyler's trailer.
That would be a great bar.
No jokes. The inside of Steven, like, I was fortunate enough to work when Aerosmith came here, behind the scenes, and Steven Tyler's a total diva. Like,
of course.
Oh, you wouldn't believe. Wouldn't show up to site unless like his hand sewn Indian rugs weren't hung on the tires properly, and his like PR person had to be there to make sure that like his wall of bras and panties was done right and hanging in his trailer. He you weren't allowed to hook up the municipal water or had anything specific in the trailer for them to wash his hands. He had to have bottles of Voss water to wash.
Oh,
yeah,
snap! So you couldn't. So he brushed his teeth with Voss water too.
Well, yeah, he's all bougie and shit.
I guess if you hit that level, you can dream on everything.
Yeah, that's right. I like what you did there. Yeah, Joe Perry had to have, I think it was like six fresh, like, I mean, just out of the oven, cooked turkey legs
Okay.
ready for him to eat on the plane. And I'm like, I guess if you smoke that much dope during a show, you're gonna have one hell.
You got some good munchies.
Yeah, because I
That's
don't think there was a
hilarious.
point of the show from the time they came on to the time they left that he did not have a spliff hanging out of his mouth.
That's it, man. It's the rock star life. They've done everything.
Yeah.
Aerosmith is just one of those bands, one of the last remaining real rock bands.
Yeah. Well, I talked about this with Molly and Mike in the last couple of weeks that I was watching a Howard Stern interview with Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
And they were talking about like the recording process then versus now.
Yeah.
And he even says in the thing, he's like, well, back then, like we'd walk in the studio and we'd all walk in as a band and we'd all record it off the floor and we'd all be wrecked on coke, like
just animals.
Yeah, that's how we did it.
Yeah, man, it's a totally different ballgame now. Nobody gets $1 million to record a record. You got to go in and you're spending your own money to record it. So you better be rehearsed. You're not going freestyling on the floor. You're going in and you're gonna nail it off the cuff. You're not gonna go in all boozed out and coked out.
Well, then his other thing too was that they're not doing it as a band anymore. Like Steve will go in and do his tracks, and then and do his tracks, and like it's.
There's something about going in live off the floor and doing it all together that you can't capture that feeling any other way.
No, it's you can tell the difference in that. Now, I'm a big live music kind of person. Like anybody can sound good, record it.
Yeah,
anybody. The music industry has proven that all it takes is a click of a button to sound good.
No, exactly, man. Like for us, when we recorded our sophomore album, we still didn't get to release it, but we recorded everything live off the floor. I had no overdubs for my solos. There's zero auto-tune. It's like let's do this right. We want to sound like an authentic band. So if you come out to our shows, it's like, okay, this is the band that I heard on the album.
Exactly.
So like that's exactly the approach, because you don't hear that too much anymore, and I think it's what's missing. Everything's kind of saturated. And we got to kind of get back to the roots of realness.
Yeah. The auto tune and the correction and everything is just, it's getting to be too much.
No, exactly.
I mean, I couldn't carry a note in a dump truck, but I'm sure if I had the proper equipment, I could sound like a superstar.
As long as you hit that one note, we can keep that note held as the same note. So, like if you're in the middle of a song and you start going flat, they can just take that one note, stretch it out to be the same note. So
Dude, look at T-Pain.
Exactly.
He made a career
of auto-tune
and toys. Like you can go out and buy a T-Pain microphone so you can sound like T-Pain.
That's it. There's actually a couple cool cases where auto-tune works great. Cher used it in Do You Believe Love After Love?
She was doing it before it was cool.
She used it more of a vocal effect rather than fixing her vocals.
And but Cher proved her shit. She can sing.
Yes, exactly. Kid Rock used it in Only God Knows Why, I think.
Yep.
So there's a couple cases where it works cool as a vocal effect. Yes.
Fun used it.
God, he's good.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of him live though. I've seen him live a few times.
Really? I haven't seen them.
Do yourself and YouTube them.
Yeah, I will.
YouTube them live and you'll go,
not as good as the album stuff.
No,
really?
No, the auto-tune works in his favor.
Well, yeah, he's got a very high register, so I could see where even if he's touring or something, he's not going to be able to consistently hit them high notes.
No,
like, those are godly. That's like Freddie Mercury high or like Mika.
Yeah.
So I see that totally. So, but I'm probably not going to want to watch him live because I'll be a little bit upset about it.
You'll be hurt.
Exactly.
Just want to take a second here. Darcy Gabriel, I know you're discouraged that you missed the segment featuring Mike Kellaway, but the best thing about Ripple Effects is that after our show, when you're done chilling out here with me and Andre, you can go back to the Ripple Effects Facebook page and watch the entire segment with Mike Kellaway all over again. It doesn't have to be live. We do keep everything on Facebook that you can go back and watch the whole show all over again so you didn't miss anything. So that is a little tip for you there, sir.
That's a good thing about the internet, man.
That's the great thing about the internet. And Kirsten loved your fucking Hooters shirt comment.
Yeah. Well, it's true. It's like today's day and age, it's probably like, oh, look at that asshole wearing a Hooters shirt. It's like, man, we all seen boobs, man. It's a thing. I mean,
like Ron White, the comedian, says, if you've seen one set of boobs, you want to see the rest of them. That's one of the greatest stand-up.
Oh God,
Beauty, yeah.
that's a good line.
Yeah.
Good line.
Man, he's got some of the best stand-up I've ever watched.
You'll have to text me that, and I'm gonna have to check his stuff out.
Oh yeah, he drinks whiskey and smokes on stage the whole time. He actually played in Moncton, or at the Moncton Casino last July, I think.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah,
I'll have to definitely check him out.
yeah. So back to the music.
Yeah.
So, "Blessing in Disguise" is our next track.
Yeah, this one was a song. This was the second song that was kind of written around the same time as the brain virus. This was my blessing in disguise.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like your the last one was answers that you wrote about everything, and now that was your blessing in disguise.
Yeah, so this song,
You're
like,
kicking the ass is basically what it was.
exactly. It's like I hit a fucking wall and I burst through the wall like the Kool-Aid man. Let's
Yep.
keep going,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
You're not ready to die yet. Here's what you're meant to do: play some music, enjoy it, and take care of yourself a little bit better.
Yeah. Hey, that's. I think I can say myself. I've hit rock bottom. I ended up in the regional, having to talk to those counselors and
Yeah, man.
talk myself off the ledge, and I've had friends back me up and all that. So
Good, man.
I feel you, man. I know what you mean when you say I've hit the bottom, and I've been there. I know all about it. Right? It's totally understandable.
It's like it's your biggest demon is yourself. It's like if you can get through your own problems, then you're doing all right. It's a matter of just talking yourself down and reassuring yourself that things will get better if you work on yourself and make better choices ultimately.
Yeah, and it's never going to be perfect.
No.
You're going to fall back down the hill.
100%.
But just dust your shit off and
do it again.
Do it again. The worst thing you can do is just say, screw it. I'm just going back down.
That's it, man.
That's it.
It's a long journey, this life thing, but it's longevity, and it's making the best of the memories you have, because in the end, that's all we've got. It's like, let's have fun. Let's make the best kind of memories. Let's not sweat the little stuff, and let's karma make its way around and do the things that it's supposed to do. So make better choices ultimately, and don't be your own sabotage.
I heard the best. I can't remember who said this or anything, but it was that life, when you're born into when you die, it doesn't matter which direction you go. Life is only a one-way ticket.
That's it, man.
That's it. You start and you go. You
see
don't
what
have,
you can do.
Yeah. You either hit a dead end eventually, or you just end up dead. That's
it, man.
That's it. Yeah. So let's hear some "Blessing in Disguise," and then we're getting ever so closer to one of my favorite Andre Pettipas and the Giant tunes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So everybody, I just dropped Andre Pettipas and the Giants Facebook page here in the comments. Give it a click, give it a follow. Andre's upcoming shows are listed on there, so you can see him live if you're in the area. You can actually go out and see his face, not in a whole blue room, maybe in a room with you where you can drink overpriced alcohol and listen to his music, not on Facebook.
And have sweatiness at,
That's right. And see leg kicks. You can see leg kicks live.
Leg kicks will happen. I can't wait to actually kick legs and knock over Travis's microphone, hit him in the teeth with the microphone.
It happens.
It happens. Definitely happens.
It hasn't happened here on the Monday Night Channel. Everything's kind of a little condensed a little bit, but
yeah,
there's lots of leg kicks. So much that you rip jeans on tours.
Exactly.
All right, man.
All right.
Let's hit him with one.
Chase the dream. Don't tell, laugh and be unseen. Discover the worst to better yourself. They believe it's reachable, so push the limits. Hold the reins, the train is back on the track. Choose chose the right path and be set free. This blessing in disguise, it finally opened up my eyes. An unsolved mystery, with my heart tattooed upon my sleeve. Getting past what's behind you, fight to outlast what your mind grew. Near and far, there's endless support. Keep rolling with the punches. Don't slow down for pointless grudges. Karma makes her rounds, suddenly tone it down. Don't be afraid to turn it up. What would have been if your world wasn't shook? This blessing in disguise, it finally opened up my eyes. An unsolved mystery, with my heart tattooed upon my sleeve. Yeah. Never gonna settle for anything but great. Sometimes you live when you should have stayed. Your biggest battles come from deep within. Victory is so sweet, it's time to begin again. This blessing in disguise finally opened up my eyes. An unsolved mystery, with my heart tattooed upon my sleeve. This blessing in disguise, it finally opened up my eyes. This blessing in disguise, well, it went and saved my life.
Talk about a blessing and surprise and in disguise. I'm glad that I got my good buddy Brian Barkhouse on there. Just messaged me and was like, that link that you shared for their page just does not work. I was like, oh. Then I read it and I was like, oh, apparently I can't spell Andre Pettipas in the Giants. It's fixed. It's in the comments now. Now you can click on it and follow Andre Pettipas in the Giants.
Love it. That's hilarious. That's it, man. That's at least somebody clicked it and found out. And yeah, this is a song. Mark, there's our drummer, Mark Kosh. Say hi to him.
Hey, Mark.
Everyone. And so actually, Mark and Trisha Murphy kind of, she's a great friend of ours. And she said this is one of her favorite songs that we do. And it's just a song that we've never really done live because it is slower and it's hard to play that kind of song in a bar. So I'm glad we had this pandemic to really strip it down and bring it to where it should be, kind of thing.
But you know what? Everybody loves slow dancing when they're shit faced.
Very true.
Yeah. Grab your loved one. Grab something pretty. Grab your bud. I don't care. Just I'm going to play a slow song, and you're going to get up and slow dance to it right now. That's how it's going to go down.
That's it, man. It's some kind of encouragement to try and grab a lady friend.
Yeah. Hey, Mark.
So I'm going to see Marcus tomorrow night. We got rehearsal up in New Glasgow at Sea Level Sound. We rehearse there. Well, we usually rehearse every week, but I think we're on our third or fourth week right now since this pandemic started. And our show on July 11th, we've got 28 straight songs we're going for.
Sweet.
So
No announcement on where it's at yet, though. Eh?
No, we can't announce until the venue announces it officially. So we're waiting on that, and so we can't let the cat out of the bag yet, but we're really excited, and we're not going to take a break. We're going to do those 20 some straight songs. Like, I just want to feel that energy, and I want to feel being tired as shit. Sorry, Mark. Well, I'm going to start Blessing in Disguise. I'm going to bring the boys off their full instruments. We're going to kind of crowd around a mic to do it. Cool. And then we're going to do another song right after it. See You Later. It's called Ode to Ben Kelsey, where that kind of starts off with just me until the second verse. So we're just kind of break it up like that. Give Marcus's arms a little break for a minute. Because, I mean, playing high intensity rock and roll for that long.
Yeah, look, he's cursing at you already.
Sorry, Mark.
28 straight shit.
I'm a bit of an asshole with that. We don't really like taking breaks. We're there to play songs. We're paid to play music. It's like, let's give them a show. Let's give them something that'll be remembered.
Cool going to a bar and seeing a band take a break. Like, I understand. It gets tiring. You do need, you got to go rock the can and smoke a joint and grab a couple beers and that. I hate when they're like, I'll see you in 15 minutes. And then 45 minutes later, you're like, hey, I paid $15 cover to get into this goddamn place.
Yeah. See, I'm not for long breaks. If I take a break, it's 5-10 minutes. I don't know. It's too loud in the room. People come start talking to you and you're like, I can't really hear, man. I'm sorry. I'll talk to you after the show. We'll end a little early and then we can hang out. And because that's much better, because then you can actually focus. Your head's not in the show mode. So that's kind of the way I like it to do things.
Yeah, while we were talking there, it clicked in my head that killer guy, I know, you know him too. I've seen him comment on your poster about where you're playing and that. So I had to stop for a second and go share this link for our show right on his wall, and that's Jordan Kennedy.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
picked up a Who the Fuck is Andre Pettipas shirt a while ago too.
Yeah.
So I didn't see a Sydney date yet, but I told him we're going to be working on it.
Yeah.
So we'll have to get something going before the end of the summer. I'd like
you're going to start Andre Pettipas tank tops, because Jordan's like the tank top king. I'm sure.
Well, we're going to be ordering some for sure.
Yeah. If he could get a Canada Post tank top to rock and deliver the mail, he's all over it. I could guarantee that.
I've actually got like 2 sleeves gone party on shirts left right back here. I don't know what size they are, but I'll send you guys a message after the show and see if they fit.
Cool.
Yeah, we did a short run of them last year.
I got my
your pin on. See, and Mark made those pins.
Cool.
He
Shout out, Mark. I love
pins. It. So we kind of like to keep a lot of things in house. Our videos, our recordings, our.
There's the hat, the chef bowl, the hat's there.
That's a throwback tribute to the Raptors.
Yeah. I got the sticker stored away. So when I buy my new MacBook, that is going to be the first sticker that goes on the new MacBook, because it's not a MacBook unless I fill it with stickers.
I love it.
Yeah. No, I got the package of this stuff that you sent me, and I was like, oh. As soon as I took the pin out, I was like, I know where that's going.
Right on the hat.
Right on the hat. Perfect.
And John Pitts, he just had a baby recently. So once we get our shirt order, we had a couple orders for like onesies, baby merch. So it's going to be cool to see some young fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Start them while they're young,
Yeah. Shoot me your address in a private shot. I'll send you. All right, cool. I love getting something's in the mail.
Yeah. And
Mark's going to send me something.
He does some one-offs, so we've got some funny pins.
Cool. I love that shit. I love it.
Pin there, done that.
Yeah. I got a little something extra in the gift box from you too.
Was it a good idea to send you that?
It was a good time. Made the music sound better.
Well, you gotta send a little bit of a party favor every once in a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I just got something in the mail today too from a bud from BC. All I had to say was those 3 words, and that's what I got.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
we'll have to. I just got a message from my good bud Brian Brackhouse, who's that traffic cop I was talking about earlier. He had to message me to tell me that he's had enough. He's going to bed.
He's done.
He hopes we enjoy the rest of the show, but he is a new fan. He has listened to your tunes. He's clicked on the links. He's following along. He can't wait to see you live.
Wicked.
So that's cool. You got a good fan. He's a great guy too. So good night, Puddin'. Have a good sleep, bud.
Should we put them with 2 quick back-to-backers and then chat?
Sure. Absolutely. You're gonna play Richelieu next.
Yeah, Richelieu, and then we'll end with Talking in Your Sleep, a cover. But we'll talk about them when they're done. But I'll go back to back so I can put this guitar away and we can
absolutely, yeah. Richelieu, I love. I absolutely. It's actually my bio comment.
Yes, I seen that Facebook. The other day. I was like, "That's fucking awesome."
Is a lyric from that, and it was as soon as I heard it the first time, I was like, "Fuck, that is so accurate."
It is, man. Fucking.
It's absolutely accurate. Respect is a two-way street, and I've just been walking for miles. Like that's or one-way street. Sorry, like it's. That was a bang on lyric that I first picked up when I first listened to the first time I listened to Andre and Pettipas on that. And I was like, that's. And I think I had the old cheat code for Nintendo: up, down, left, right, A, B, A, B, A.
Love it.
Yeah. So yeah, man, give us a Richelieu.
Yeah.
And then my daughter and I love that song, Kirsten.
That is awesome.
Yeah. There you go. Well, you know what? Maybe. I know Kirsten would be 100% on board buying a toddler size Andre Pettipas and the Giants shirt. I found a Super Mario Brothers Abbey Road shirt one day.
Oh, nice!
I immediately messaged Kirsten. Like
that is amazing. I never even knew they made those.
Yeah, my sweet woe is her favorite lyric.
I love it.
Cool. Yeah. So let's rip that off. And then go right into Talking in Your Sleep, and we'll talk about that.
Talk about that. Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
man.
Cool. All right.
My sweet, whoa, my sweet, whoa, my sweet, whoa. Richelieu, song and dance brought us together. We're here for the right reasons. Treasons and this allegiance nowhere to be found. The rain couldn't keep us from getting foolish in this torrential downpour. My sweet, whoa, my sweet, whoa, my sweet, whoa, Richelieu. From comedic magicians to street musicians, laughter and benevolence, we all hopped on board. Throw on your duds and let's get fancy. Head to the factory, we're gonna raise your hands. My sweet, whoa, my sweet, whoa, my sweet, whoa, Richelieu. My sweet, whoa, my sweet, whoa, my sweet, whoa, Richelieu. Come on! Here's to the nights we wish would never end, and getting by with a little help from my friends. The sun shines so bright when we smile. Respect is a two-way street, and I've been walking for miles. My sweet, whoa, my sweet, whoa, my sweet, yeah, 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 Richelieu. My sweet, whoa, my sweet, whoa, my sweet, whoa, Richelieu. My sweet, oh, my sweet, my oh, my sweet, my oh, my sweet Richelieu. So that was Richelieu. We got one song left for you. This is a song called Talking in Your Sleep. And I dropped my pick. It's coming 1 second.
That's what you get for clapping. That's what you get for clapping.
Right? I was like, crap, I got to do the clap part. But
I was clapping along. I was clapping here too. Get my mic muted. I was clapping along.
I want to see you dancing for this last song at least.
I'll have to get that Hooter shirt on and start dancing.
Clapping in your sleep.
Yeah.
All right. This one's called Talking in Your Sleep. It goes like this. When you close your eyes and you go to sleep, and it's down to the sound of a heartbeat, I can hear the things that you're dreaming about. When you open up your heart and the truth comes out, you tell me that you want me, you tell me that you need me, you tell me that you love me. And I know that I'm right, 'cause I hear it in the night. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. When I hold you in my arms at night, and all your dreams you keep inside. You do your things that you're dreaming about. When you open up your heart and the truth comes out, you tell me that you love me, you tell me that you need me, you tell me that you want me. And I know that I'm right, 'cause I hear it in the night. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. When you close your eyes and you fall asleep, everything about you is a mystery. You tell me that you want me, you tell me that you need me, you tell me that you love me. And I know that I'm right, because I hear it in the night. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep.
Love it.
Thanks, man.
Love it. What inspired the Romantics? Like what I was like, let's do a Romantics tune. Let's.
So I was doing a live stream. This is probably week maybe 10, 9, 8, 9 or 10. And I think it was the time I did the No Fools, No Fun acoustic run through. And our buddy Ashley McCosick was following along and commenting. And he's like, dude, have you ever done Talking in Your Sleep by the Romantics? And it's like, no. He's like, you should cover that song. I'm like, do you want to be on board? Let's do it. Like, we're doing a COVID Cuts thing where we're re-recording some of our favorite songs. He's like, okay, yeah, send me a message tomorrow. We'll figure it out. So I told the boys, and they're like, hell yeah, that's a classic. So I actually called Ashley's mom the next day to get his new number. So I was talking to his mom for a bit on the phone. She's a sweetheart. We had a good chat for probably 20 minutes, Cape Breton conversation, you know. So I called Ashley and we talked for probably an hour, just figured out arrangements and stuff. And then I made the next call to our good friend Leith Fleming Smith, who plays synth. He's an organist, piano. He's a whiz. So we had him hop on board. And
he plays with a few different.
Yeah, Leith is his main gig is Matt Mays, and he plays with Aaron Costello. He plays with Adam Baldwin, and he's our honorary giant. So our bigger shows, we get him on board when we can when we have to really go put on our full show, and if he's available, kind of thing. So we're hoping to have him on July 11th. I just sent him the 28 song set list to learn before July 11th. Sorry, Leith. He's played some of these songs with us before, so he was recording his part. The song didn't originally have synth in it. It was actually a guitar just doing that. Dun, 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 dun. But it was like, okay, that would sound way more 80s and cool on a synth. And Leith is like, is that the part you mean? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, cool. Because I was thinking the same thing. And then he was recording his part. I was playing Mario Kart. It's probably one of my favorite things to do. He calls me up. He's like, dude, I got a vocoder. I'm like, okay. He's like, do you mind if I use it on the song? I'm like, oh, please, by all means, put that shit in the chorus. So there's a track of me doing a normal harmony with the I hear the secrets that you keep. Then he has his doing his in a low voice, but the vocoder brings it up to that high register as he plays it on the piano on the synth too. So it's like we sent them all that. And then when that part was done, we sent it to Ashley to add in his parts. And he's like, dude, do whatever you want to it. He's like, clip the parts, put them wherever you want. And then I'll record a video to it. He's like, I've got this white fiddle that I haven't really ever used. He's like, do you mind if I use that? I'm like, dude, how cool would that look? I've never seen a white fiddle.
I'm actually going to throw the link for the video in the comments right now. It's I love that he comes out, Johnny, like style.
Yeah, Ed Sullivan is what he intended.
Sullivan, yes. Ed Sullivan.
Yeah. So he like literally the first night we had the idea, I had that video from him within 20 minutes. It was just a stand, like his phone recorded standing up. He's like, I can't get my full body if I do it sideways. I was like, okay, we'll make it work. So I sent it to Travis, my brother who plays bass in the band. And he's like, okay, what if we put like curtains there and turn it black and white? I'm like, deal. So the very last day before we were about to release the video, I have this old record player TV combo in my music room. It's right beside me here. It's like, let's put them on the TV there, start off the video like that. So it all came together with like collective ideas. And then like we didn't originally have that. And I didn't want to show the boys till that part was done. And Marcus was like, dude, that's the icing on the cake. He's like,
oh yeah,
gave it the extra element of production.
Opening it up like that, right? And even he's got the
he nailed the part. It was literally within 20 minutes of the idea. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go put on a suit and I'll send you a video soon. So he's Ashley's a wicked dude. He never asks for anything of you. He's just always on game to help. I met him the first time I was 18 years old playing at the Carriage House in Port Hawkesbury. And he's just like, man, you got something. He's like, keep in touch. And we stayed in touch ever since. And he played on our first album with a song called Long Way From Home. And since then, we just kept in touch, good buddies. And yeah, he tuned on one night during the live streams and we kind of reconnected that way. I've probably been talking to him on the phone every day since, just chatting ideas, music production, just what's going on in the future. And we're supposed to be going to Ontario mid-July. I can't say what for, but we got something something big going on out there. Some stuff's going on.
Stuff and things.
So once we get back, we're gonna have to self-isolate for 2 weeks. So the second half of July, you'll probably hear another album from us.
Cool. Hey, that's all right. We're not gonna argue with that. Not one bit. I actually, I got to shoot Ashley and finally meet him. I've only ever met him once at the Backlot Bash here in Sydney with Jimmy Rankin a few years ago.
Oh, fun.
It was the first time I ever got to meet Ashley. Hey, how are you? Hey, and we chatted.
Most genuine guy.
Yeah, we chatted for like 15, 20 minutes backstage, and I'm just like, I kind of got to go shoot some show, man. Like I'd stand here and talk to you all night, but
That's it, man. He's a real dude. He's just like he's like, fuck yeah, this is my life.
yeah,
Was he playing with Jimmy that night? Was he
he did. He did his own set.
Okay, cool.
And then he got back up and of course played the Mall River with
Jimmy.
Him and Howie actually both got up and played.
Oh, that would have been beautiful.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Because I know Jimmy's last album, Ashley played on it. They recorded it with Plaskett, actually. Plaskett produced the album.
Yeah, New Scotland.
Yeah, Plaskett's just out of this world. We've got a song called Traction that I really want his production on. So when the time comes, I'm gonna like bring it up to him and be like, okay, dude, we need you on the song. What do we have to do to have Plaskett's twist on this? And
yeah,
that's kind of the thing we're doing now. It's just looking for producers that we think would make a song just that much better, or you like their vibe. You know, like you said earlier, if a certain producer did a certain track, it's like there's their vibe.
Yeah, they have that sound. It all comes down to different sounds, right? Like,
yeah,
you can go to the same person 1,000 times
and you still have their
sound.
Yeah, and that's what's cool about music. It's like, okay, everybody's got their certain thing. And I find with the band element, it's like the boys, they've got their nuances. And I was writing a song about my time in Vegas called Sin City, and I wrote the song, I wrote all the instruments, and then I showed the boys, but I didn't send Marcus. I sent him without a drum track, and then he sends me back a drum track, and it's like this close to what I wrote for what it would be because I play with him so much. I was like, okay, I think this is what Marcus would do, and he's like, dude, he's like, that's like pretty well exactly what I'd want to do with it. He's like, you even got the little hops that I do. So it's finding those little things after so long. The band, it's just such a blast playing with those guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be great once you're back out there. Like I know you got the solo gigs coming up. There is a few. They're on the Andre Pettipas and the Giants page. Your upcoming shows and that, but like to get back there on the same stage with all the guys,
there's nothing like it, man. There's like you can play 1,000 solo shows and that one band show again. It's like, yes. I'm literally dead at the end of the night.
I hope that it's within reason. I'll try and attend a full band show.
Yeah, I'll let you know where it is after this.
After this, yeah, we'll have a chat after this.
Yeah, and we'll figure it out. See if you can make a rip up.
Yeah, I'll make a trip. Why not? Summer vacation if I can get away, as long as it's within province and I don't have to isolate.
Yeah, it's in province. There you go.
He let out a sneak. He let out a little sneak. People, it's in the province of Nova Scotia.
And then we're going to be going out of province mid-month, and then we have to self-isolate. So that kind of sucks, but I mean, it's for a good reason. And we'll be able to spill the beans soon enough.
That's cool. Hey, you got all kinds of beans to spill. You get a whole bag. You're jacking the beanstalk.
The giant beanstalk?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, since our last conversation, you got all kinds of beans to dump out there.
I just can't wait to get back to the stage, man.
Yeah, like and so can everybody else that's out there in the music world, right? Like,
yeah, there's a little bit of glimmer of hope that's coming.
Yeah, just as long as people just
keep behaving.
Just
don't fight. Don't be assholes. Everybody needs their space, anyways.
Yeah. Like so if I could reach out and touch you,
you're too close.
You're too close.
That's
Unless
it,
you're
man.
Governors, and then that's just normal.
That's very true. Wow.
That's totally normal. But other than that, like, I mean, I was talking to my kids the other day and they're like, you make sure you wash your hands, make sure that. And I'm like, you know what? Yes, I totally agree. COVID-19, wash your hands, be hygienic, be clean, give personal space, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but at the same time, this is shit we should practice all the time anyways.
100%.
Clean your hands, be hygienic.
Yeah.
Give people space. Like,
yeah, it's gonna be, everyone's gonna be a little bit happier, I see a request from
John
Pitts.
He asked like as soon as we opened the show that
and he's still watching. I'm gonna give it to him.
And he still wants it. It's for his daughter. His daughter loves this tune. That's I'm gonna scroll back right back to the very, very, very beginning, I believe. I don't know if I can go back that far.
I think it's his girlfriend.
My girl, Caitlin.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
We're gonna give it to them
on screen. Yeah,
this is what you're gonna hear. The very first track on the sophomore album. So, and this is the song we open up all our sets with. It's different to do it acoustically, but we'll see how it goes, man.
Hey,
why not?
That's
Fiance
live acoustic and unscheduled. You never know what's going to happen. So hey, if you screw up acoustically, who's going to know?
Exactly. Just us.
Know? But yeah, hey, Fiance. There you go. That's
so even, this is it.
Yeah. All right.
This is for John Pitts and Caitlin.
No fools, no fun. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you give Andre and those guys a follow. All their links are in the comments, from the COVID cuts to the video, their Facebook page, everything. If you go through Spotify, I don't know if you have it on other platforms, but they also have the Andre Pettipas and the Giants Guilty Pleasures album.
Yeah, it's a pretty good,
which is a whole other show. That's a whole other show right there.
Yeah,
but it's good.
Love it.
Yeah. So we'll close the show with this. I'll sign off as soon as you're done doing your thing, and I'll see everybody next Monday night.
Beautiful. Thanks for having me, brother.
No problem, buddy.
She was a Bonnie and Clyde type of chick. Lived so fast and not too quick. Smoked her cigarettes, stick after stick. Yeah! She always said, enjoy the journey. Don't worry about where you're going. Nowhere! Celebrate along the way. Find joy in the process. Let me tell you a story about my time box. She was a Bonnie and Clyde type chick. Lived so fast and not too quick. Smoked her cigarettes, stick after stick. Don't threaten her with a good time. It's hard to keep her in line, and all she wants to do is cross us. If only your tongues were made of glass, they'd be well of what we say. Let's break some glass and dance the day away. She was a Bonnie and Clyde type of chick. Lived so fast and not too quick. Smoked her cigarettes, stick after stick. Stayed out till the morning lights. Slept down, they should be up all night. Told Roxanne to put on the red light. One time. No fools, no fun. Don't say it's over. The party has just begun. Take a walk with me and you will see. No fools, no fun. Don't say it's over, the party has just begun. No one likes to quit, just admit it, man. No one likes to quit, just admit it, man. No one likes to quit, just admit it, man. No one likes to quit, oh, 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 oh. No fools, no fun. Don't say it's over. No fools, no fun. Don't say it's over. No fools, no fun.
Thanks, Andre. Good night, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Monday. John Pitts, hope you enjoyed that encore, buddy.